Trump transition team co-chair Tulsi Gabbard has been on a tear through the country, campaigning for Donald Trump in Battleground and blue strongholds.
In the last 2 weeks, she's visited more than a dozen states, reaching out to Democrats who are disaffected with Kamala Harris.
Here to tell us what she's seeing and hearing on the ground is Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, it's so great to have you on this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
So it's been fascinating to see how the Trump campaign is being very strategic about how they're using you and RFK and deploying you out to places that are blue, like in Wisconsin, in that Madison area. But you've been with the campaign for quite a while. What have you been seeing, and what kinds of things have been changing as you've gone along in these months on the campaign?
Well, there's a lot of energy building, that's for sure, and it's palpable on the ground. I just want to share some of the really incredible and unique experiences we've had. That event that we just held in Madison, Wisconsin a few days ago. At every one of these events that I've been doing with Bobby Kennedy, I ask the audience, raise your hand if you're a Democrat or a former Democrat. And in almost every event, somewhere between 35 to 50% of the room will raise their hand. It was no different in Madison. The cool thing was this, though, when their hands went up, there's probably a couple thousand people in the hall there. The rest of the audience started to turn around and look around, and they all stood up and cheered and welcomed them and just surrounded them really with love and kindness. And I had so many people come up to me at the end of that saying, I came in here afraid. I've never been to a political rally before. I didn't know what to expect. I'm a Democrat, lifelong Democrat, never voted before. Different variations of this, but each walking out saying, I'm voting for Donald Trump because of what I experienced here today.
You know, Tulsi, when Mark Cuban says Donald Trump doesn't like to surround himself with smart, intelligent, independent women, it's hard not to see that's a direct shot at Kellyanne Conway, Kayleigh McEnany, Linda McMahon, a whole host of other women as well, including you, Tulsi. It seems like it's a direct shot at someone like you.
You know, there's actually something much darker that he is implying there, because the premise of his statement is that he believes that Liz Cheney and female warmongers like her are what defines strong women. They are hypocrites and cowards, because when you look at people like Liz Cheney, she is eager to send our troops into harm's way. She is eager to advocate for more stupid wars, but she and other warmongers like her will never volunteer to put their lives on the line for these military adventures they're advocating in. I just finished a couple of days of Army Reserve duty at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and yesterday morning I stood there on the graduation field and saw a few hundred brand new soldiers graduating from basic training, probably 1,000 family members there to celebrate them. And it was so moving. And I was thinking about people like Liz Cheney when I was watching them, because these are the young men and women who will pay the price, potentially with their lives, if people like Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, and Kamala Harris are allowed to be in power. This is one of the many reasons why I'm so strongly advocating for and supporting for President Trump to go back to the White House, to end wars, not start them.
You're exactly right. The closer you are to it, the more serious you should be about how you utilize those young souls. Tulsi, real quick, where are you going in the closing days? Where will you be hitting the trail on behalf of the campaign?
We got about 72 hours until Election Day. I was just looking at the schedule. I will be in Georgia later today, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, and North Carolina before Monday night.
Before Monday night.
All right.
There we go.
Well, thanks for being with us this morning, Tulsi. We appreciate you being on Fox and Friends.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.